a few point of views on this whole 50 Cent Big Meech debacle that I find interesting and I don't know, eye-opening or useful. Let's say that. A few phrases I find useful on this topic, relevant on this topic. And I didn't come up with these on my own. I heard them throughout my you know, my following of it all. Here's one. If Sammy the Bull was trying to do his story, do we expect 50 to turn that down? If what was it, the Menendez twins? Is that who it was? If they was telling their story, decided to tell a story or whatever, and or did they already? Anyway. Do we expect 50 not to take that bag right there? I felt like that was useful. Another one. Does if you sign with Nike, are you supposed to be all up in pictures, all in the videos, dancing with Adidas on? If you got a Coca-Cola sponsorship, are you supposed to be getting your Cheryl Pepsi Riley on? Salute to Cheryl Pepsi Riley. See, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Is this an example of the black tax? This is the black tax we place on ourselves. Y'all know the black tax that we gotta do. We gotta go above and beyond. We judge ourselves harder than like I remember there was a time when BET wouldn't play like BET was more strict on the black content than MTV was. You know, it was because of the black tax. BET is like, nah, we can't. They willing to show us be a little bit looser, a little bit more reckless, but we ain't doing that. They want to do that for themselves. Fine. They want to show us like that. We can't change it, but that's not how we showing ourselves. Is this an example of that? Because you know we always get these comparisons and these parallels where people compare the streets to the business world. And a lot of times people be like, yo, if you could run a gang, you could run a Fortune 500 company, or if you could sell, be a successful drug dealer, you could run a bit. All this, people say this all the time. You understand what I'm saying? But then, there's the other side where this ain't the same thing. The streets ain't business. Maybe sometimes the former is true. Maybe other times the latter is true. I mean, you be the judge. But 50 Cent, whether he knew that that Meech was questionable, whether he knew that beforehand or not, I feel like it's irrelevant as a businessman. For the streets to try to hold him to them, hold him to that standard, then I mean, that's I don't think that's fair. You know what I mean? Because the streets say what you doing walking around with security and this and that and the third, and all when he did the show down in New Orleans, and what's the little zoo? Hurricane Chris talk about He gave the police all his money. Everybody was like, listen, this ain't the streets. This is business. Right? So, you know, that saying works for everybody when they need it to work for them. But then when it comes time to when it don't work for y'all, it don't work for y'all. First of all, I don't think 50 lives by street rules entirely. I think he lives by his own rules. But the point is that he's consistent with them. He don't switch them up all day, every day. You know what I mean? Doesn't appear that way to me. I'm just saying. People have been it's been brought to my attention that what's this guy's name? I don't even remember his name. I mentioned him in another blog, but he was somebody who kind of substantiated. Did I say that right? He kind of validated my suspicions that this whole drama wasn't just about the video, right? People have been telling me that dude is a fraud and all of that. Okay, that may be true. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I only brought it up because he said what I had already been thinking. You know what I mean? I also heard I also heard this information from Jordan Towers or whatever. He's somebody that I think may be reputable in this world. I remember anyway, I like he does good work over there. I'll be a little bit tight at him, a little bit paused because my racial my racist radar is up high. So when I always I'm a little extra sensitive when I hear white people talking about what we be doing and you know what I'm saying in a certain manner or like in a certain tone or whatever. But he be having the info a lot of the time. So salute to him. Um yeah, but he said the same thing. That this whole thing wasn't just about no video, right? Now in 50's response to what's his name, Gene Deal. Gene Deal apologized. Yeah, he apologized for doubting 50 and all of that. He went public with that and all that. But in his response, he kind of alluded to the fact that he didn't know before that. I'm saying if he did know, so what? Because if you're doing business, man, the business ain't the streets. You know what I mean? You got this, but anyway, it's not up to me to judge, right? But he's saying that he's implying that he didn't. You know what I mean? He found out when when the homie when Big Meech took the picture with Boss, right? And if that's true, I mean 50 said it, right? I mean like he would keep it at 100. Um then I stand corrected. There's a few things in my blogging career that I've had to stand corrected on. You know what I mean? But I will say this. Somebody else in my comments pointed out something else. Somehow, some way, for some reason, the Meeches, well, the Flannery, they side of the family, found their way around all the 50 ops. And I didn't even know that. I just thought it was Supreme Son and Boss. But I heard, in the comments they said it was Slow Bucks, a whole bunch of other people, and that is not a coincidence. It's not. That's not just Nah, it's not a coincidence. And with that being said, you never see a Jordan athlete promoting Adidas. You just don't. Sorry. Like that they have they have a legitimate legal gripe with that. So, y'all can feel how y'all want to feel about it. We're going to all feel the way we want to feel about whatever. But the fact still remains that this ain't the streets. And doing business with competitors is always problematic. Yeah, let's just say that. Welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, your tour guide, landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I'm off the damn floor with you if you don't follow the rules. Rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Trying to be a taxpaying citizen. Give us a super thanks. Or a Cash App. We actually prefer the Cash App, but y'all do y'all. We ain't tripping. Cash App tag will be in the description with the Bandcamp link. They'll both be there. The Bandcamp link is there for y'all who would rather hear me rapping than hearing me yapping. All the mixtapes is there, so go there and get busy. Also, spell all of the spellings right. You know what I'm saying? It's R-O-C-K. R-O-C with a K on the back. Big rock with a K on the back. Big. It helps when people trying to search for what they searching for. You understand what I'm saying? If you go out there promoting, then you send somebody looking for me and they spell my name wrong and they get some other weird nigga. You understand what I'm saying? It's BCC, not BBC. Pause. While we at it, pause protesters, get your ass out of here. I was complaining about the pause, but yeah, if I said, that's what she said. Would you have a problem with that? Because if you would, then maybe it's you that has the phobia. Pause is a game played by grown-ups with other grown-ups. It's a word association game, especially amongst rappers, lyrical rappers. So we do a lot of word association and metaphorically speaking. Double meanings and stuff like that. Understand? Mind your business. Or get your ass out of here. Anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, let me get 4 peace signs because ain't no squashing this beef right here. It is what it is, Paul. But Meech is respectfully, it's not looking good out here in these streets for Big Meech. In these internet streets. I don't know what the real streets is doing, but yeah. But yeah, I'm still for peace though. So 4 peace signs. Rock on, rock, boy.